Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Hodge. This video is brought to you by the WWE T-Shirt Club. So if you guys love wrestling shirts like I do, if you guys are fans of the channel for a while, you know I have like over 300 wrestling shirts. So if you want to try to catch up to me, or if you guys just love wrestling shirts, brand new wrestling shirts delivered to your door every single month. This one's pretty cool. It's a mystery thing, so just check out the first link in the description. You click it, it's 20 bucks a month, and you get a brand new WWE T-shirt delivered to your door every single month. And I personally signed up for it, and I just absolutely love it. So first link in the description to help support the channel. So guys, we're gonna go and jump into this with our first news story of the day. So the first news story of the day is actually our only news story of the day. There's not really too many other ones out there I feel like talking about today, so we're just gonna do one. So the one we were talking about is about Tampa. So Tampa is the city that hosted WrestleMania 37. If you don't know for some reason, basically Tampa has announced that their tourism had a giant like spike WrestleMania week, so they're crediting WWE to a lot of that. I know I personally probably had a lot to do with that, because when I went to WrestleMania, I just didn't go to WrestleMania. I went to like Tampa for a whole week and did like every attraction there. Like I went to the Tampa Zoo, I went to like the Florida Aquarium, I went to Busch Gardens, I went to all kinds of different things, and yeah, I probably had a lot to do that with. But also, it was spring break that week, so I don't know if we can credit WWE for all of that, but they did have a giant spike in like Tampa tourism, which was down like massively due to the pandemic or whatever. But yeah, Tampa has credited WWE for the giant spike in tourism, I guess. So yeah, guys, it is already that time, so go ahead and get your juice boxes out, get your juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. So the first rumor is about Rhea Ripley. So maybe Rhea Ripley will be turning babyface. I know a lot of people hate the term babyface. They just call him a face brand. Why you gotta call him a baby? Well, babyface has always been like, I'm a baby, look at me, I'm a good guy, and then the heel has always been like, I'm a heel and I have a beard, a big beard and long hair. It's like, but anyway, Rhea Ripley in the Thunderdome this past Monday was actually told by fans to, what am I trying to say here? Well, officials, if you have never been in the Thunderdome, you don't know what I'm talking about here. So basically, when you're in the Thunderdome, they tell you how to react. It is not going to a WWE show where you just react however you feel. Actually, in the Thunderdome, they tell you how to react. So it's like Rhea Ripley, they told fans to actually cheer her. But, you know, she's a heel. Normally, they'll tell the fans to boo the heels, like the bad people, like, I don't know, like Roman Reigns. Everyone boo Roman Reigns. It's like, I don't know if I want to boo Roman Reigns. He's kind of we're having a good run right now. I don't know if I want to boo Roman Reigns. It's like, boo Roman Reigns right now. It's like, oh, boo. That's why the Thunderdome's so bad, because it's all like fake BS on it. But anyway, they told people to cheer Rhea Ripley. It was kind of interesting because she is a heel and she's booked as a heel. But maybe they're trying to babyface. You never know with WWE what they're gonna do when. So we'll just have to wait and see on that. Alright, the next rumor. The next rumor is actually about AJ Styles and Omos, right? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Anyway, AJ Styles and Omos, they are the Raw Tag Team Champions, but yet they have not been seen in a little while. What's the reason for that? Well, apparently the writers have nothing for them. The writers have nothing for them, but yet they are let me get this straight. The Raw writers have nothing for them, but yet they are the Raw Tag Team Champions. They are the champions of Raw Tag Team Division, and yet the writers have nothing for them. I find that crazy to believe, but who knows what's actually happening backstage in the Raw creative meetings, but they have nothing for AJ Styles or Omos right now, so we'll just have to wait and see where they go. Hopefully, they'll show up on TV sometime within the next year. Alright, the next rumor here is about RKBro. Okay, it's interesting. I understand. It's a good tag team name. But apparently, the reason that Randy Orton and Matt Riddle are now a tag team is because Randy Orton really likes Matt Riddle. He's always been a fan of him, so watching his stuff, I guess, backstage and in his free time or whatever. And Randy Orton really wanted to work with Matt Riddle, and that's why we now have RKBro. And I kind of dig the name, I do gotta say. Alright, the next rumor here. The next rumor is going to be about SummerSlam. So SummerSlam is probably going to have a crowd. So WrestleMania had a crowd, it pretty much went off hitch-free. There was like no media outrage or anything too crazy about it. It went off pretty smoothly, I do gotta say. So it looks like they're gonna be trying to do a crowd for SummerSlam. The question remains, where is SummerSlam going to be? Are they going to do it in Florida where, you know, this WrestleMania was, just because Florida is where they're based out of right now? Or are they going to go with the location from last year that they weren't able to do, Boston? So Boston. So the question remains, can Boston have fans of that size in a stadium or whatever? Well, the city of Boston is actually going to allow 100% capacity. It's kind of up to the promoter how many fans they want to allow into the stadium or whatever. So they're actually lifting their local government regulations on August 23rd, which means if SummerSlam wants to be in Boston, it's pretty much going to be the last Sunday of August, which I don't think is too big of a problem, so it's definitely possible. But if they just don't want to move SummerSlam to August 29th and they want to keep it like whatever it is, like the 22nd, I believe, then they could go with the original thought that they had of maybe trying to do it somewhere in the Southwest, like maybe Phoenix, Arizona, or somewhere in Texas, I don't know, San Antonio or Dallas, Houston, somewhere like that. So we'll just have to wait on SummerSlam. Nothing is confirmed yet. Ladies and gentlemen, go get your tissues out. Get your tissues ready, because ladies and gentlemen, this is the final news story. This is the final rumor. This is the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News and Rumors. So this is actually going to be about, I guess, WWE Touring or WWE Live shows or whatever. So basically, the officials at WWE, they saw UFC the other night where UFC had a 100% capacity, 100% filled up to the brim arena, and it kind of opened WWE's eyes, being like, are we behind? Should we be doing what they're doing? Should we have weekly shows where we have fans? Like, are we way behind here? And basically, WWE are now planning to do some test shows. So they're going to look at like different states in the U.S. and see where they can do them, but maybe like during the weekends when they don't do other shows, they're actually going to do WWE Live house shows, WWE Live events, where it's not a televised event, it's just for the fans there, but it's just kind of a trial to get back on the road and kind of do their thing. And they're actually looking at doing this sometime this summer, so sometime within the next few months, definitely before SummerSlam. It's very interesting. So it depends on the states and the local regulations and all that, where they can do them, but I would imagine they would start in Florida and then try to branch out, maybe Georgia, maybe come up to Tennessee where I actually live, and kind of try things out. So it looks like WWE are very, very much pushing to have it back. But right now they're just in the planning stages. There's no actual like arenas booked or anything like that yet, but they're planning to actually try this out here sometime within the next few months. And I'm very, very excited for this. If this goes well, they'll go back on the road full time and everything will be 100% back to normal, at least on the wrestling side of things. So there you guys have it. That is actually going to do it for this episode of WWE News and Rumors. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Right now on the screen, I'm going to leave a link to 2 previous videos for you guys to check out, as well as a button to subscribe to this channel if you're brand new here. But I am Brandon Hodge, and I will see you guys in the next video.